Yes, Gary Logan. You sound like you're on the train, boss.
It's alright, bro.
All right, Gary Logan, you're live on the Fight Is Right. Let me just big up. Let me just big up the Shogun Logan. What was it? 2-time Southern Area champion, 2-time British title challenger, London ABA champion. Way back, what was that? Like it was like 86?
88.
88. Nah, man, it's 86, bro. Shut your mouth, man. Nah, Gary was.
86, I could tell you was, I think, Darren Dyer. Would have been Darren Dyer. It was 1986.
Nah, you know what? Darren Dyer was another monster. I might have to bring Darren on there just to get you little younglings on there.
Big puncher.
Vicious puncher. Yeah, Gary, you are now training. You got Dion Jumah in a massive fight on the 26th of March at, was it Wembley Arena against Richard Riakporhe. I know that you was meant to fight Lawal. What happened in that fight, Gary? Can you please inform the listeners?
In the fight with Lawal?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it fell through. We believe his team suffered an illness. So that was the reason that was given, and that's what we're going to go with, and now Dion gets to fight for something much more than something. I mean, Richard's got a very high world ranking, so there'll be a title at stake, and obviously it just looks like it's effectively a world title eliminator.
Okay, that's a big fight. So, world title eliminator, what's that for the WBA title? Then will it be?
Yeah, I would imagine so. Richard's highly ranked at both WBC and WBA, I believe. So I believe that's what's going to be at stake. That is at stake.
So is it more of a like you guys are going out to spill the apple cup because there's been a lot of press. There's been a big mechanical movement with Richard going with boxer, Richard Riakporhe going with boxer. You mean, why do you think your fighter Dion Jumah will come out victorious in this fight?
I think past experience. All what Dion has done well in the past, him being 2-time ABA champion. And him being unbeaten to this date, mentally is very good for him. Mentally, they've sparred as well, and sparring and sometimes fight night is different. Richard, until this point, has been able to step up on fight night and developing and producing an unbeaten record. But you know what? To take a fight against a Dion Jumah, I commend Richard because. To take a fight against a Dion Jumah at such short notice, you haven't sparred a southpaw, let alone sparred someone who moves as well as Dion. That's a really tough night's work. So I can only say that I believe they probably take it to in the belief that Dion has been out he's only had one fight in 2 years, and they still believe he's rusty, and they can take advantage of that. But I think that's going to be a costly mistake to have fought that.
We are totally looking forward to this fight, and also you're doing some great stuff down at the BXR boxing gym, right? You're the managing coach there, or right?
Yeah, I'm the head of boxing, so I'm head of the boxing team. I recruit all the coaches, and at the same time, I head up the professional boxing side of it. I coach not only Dion, but I coach unbeaten super welterweight, former Southern Area champions, just signed with MCK, Dino Richardson.
Yeah, that boy can fight, you know.
Yeah, Dino can whack. But he's getting better. He's becoming more, in the time that he's had out, he is becoming more well-rounded and understanding the game better now. And we're going to see that when he comes back on April the 15th. And then I'm also looking after former Southern Area cruiserweight champion Nick Parker. So, Nick's looking to make inroads into getting into the top 10 and fight for the British title at some stage down the road.
Okay, you know what, Gary? I'm just going to tell you right now. We wouldn't mind getting Dion on the show right this second just to ask about this fight. I might even get Richard Riakporhe on it, but just to ask him about this fight. If it's not gone past his bedtime, because I know he's in training. Yeah, he's in training camp right now. I'm so looking forward to that fight. I'm looking forward to that fight. It's a great fight.
It's a great fight because the game needs. It's it's salivating because it's 2 unbeaten records, 2 Londoners, one from obviously one from West London, one from South, and they've got history. They've sparred well. They've sparred very well together, and they both obviously believe that they can win this fight, and that's what makes it. That's what makes it all the more salivating. The fact that it's just the personality-wise, they're 2 very headstrong men who believe they should be going places. Dion's always believed he's world class, and he now gets a chance to jump straight in and prove to the world and show the world just why he is that, why he should be considered that. So I'm looking forward to it. As I've always said, my fighters. I've always pushed fighters hard, but I push them harder because I have worked with Dion Jumah. I have worked with someone that doesn't leave any stone unturned and wants to be a good fighter and fight the best out of it. Dion's not afraid to do that, and that's why he's jumped at the chance even at 2 weeks' notice.
2 weeks' notice. Listen, I'm also turning around saying this. Like, I believe that this fight, and I think Tunde, you can back me up on this one, Tunde. I think this fight is about trainers. Like with Richard Riakporhe, he's trained now by Angel Fernandez. Angel Fernandez recently, after we were on our show tour, we were speaking about for him to let us know of his lineage as a trainer, not in a disrespectful way, but in out of curiosity, I want to know who he worked with. And then the next day, Tunde, on Talk Sport, man give out his whole resume that he worked with some Cuban coaches and and all the rest of it. I think it was,
what notable Cuban professional coach do you know, Spence?
There's no notable professional.
Well, I'm just asking the question. I don't know. I ain't heard of no Cuban notable professional coach.
Well, there's Rubio.
And there's Salas.
Salas is the one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe he worked with those 2. But like I said, over what period of time did you work with them, man? And what was you doing when you worked with them, man? But this is what I find it interesting because I know Gary Logan was old school. So I'm salivating for this fight. I'm gonna be real. I'm salivating for this fight. I'm so looking forward to it.
How can I ask a question, Spence? How's Dion? How's his preparation been going, Gal? How's his mindset? What's he looking like in the run up to the fight?
Wow, you know what? Dion is. When I look at Dion, I always think about Marvin Hagler. I always
Come on.
And not Marvin Hagler when he became world champion, but Marvin Hagler in his bid to become world champion when the road for him was so tough, turning professional. When he'd been a national AAU champion as an amateur, but his first fight, you think about it, Sugar Ray Leonard's pro debut got $40,000. Marvin Hagler got $400. And
$40, Gary. You got $40.
Sorry?
Marvin Hagler got $40 for his pro debut.
It was. You know what?
You're tired, but I can hear you're tired though. Yeah, 40.
It was 400.
Yeah, no, but I hear you're tired, so I'm gonna allow you on that one, Gary.
But nevertheless, so you can understand how desperate Marvin was to attain success and obviously to get paid, and he had to do all sorts of tough things to do that. Dion's had that. Dion has had illnesses. He's had injuries. And let's keep it real. Before this fight, I'll take my hat to Richard because I know for a while Richard was one of them guys. They weren't interested in fighting Dion. We had Isaac Chamberlain pull out against Dion. We had Chris Billum-Smith pull out against Dion. I truly believe this fight was being put upon Richard, and for some reason Richard just suddenly said, "Let me fight this man now and get him now while he's rusty."
I disagree with you. I disagree with you. I disagree with you.
Shake off this rust. You know what I mean?
I disagree with you, Gary. I believe that with how the plyometrics of boxing is now, you're a top star billing boy, Richard, where you're fighting. Right, they gave you a squeeze. They gave you one drunken Eastern European man to fight. Then they brought over some Nigerian man, Tunde. The Nigerian man was older than my dad, Tarated. And my dad's been there for 17 years. Right? Right? So they could give you them two Billy man to fight. Cool. Now you're gonna have to go fight somebody. And that's all I believe that has happened. And they said, well, who's there? And then unfortunately Lawal pulled out, injured. They said, oh, it's Dion Jumah. Yeah, that's a wicked fight. Because Dion comes with pedigree, he comes with a legacy of the things that he's done in the amateurs, because he was an ABA champion and all the rest of it. So they said, right, two-time ABA champion. So we said, well, we can sell that.
And the only loss he had in the amateurs was in the ABA final.
Right, exactly. Right. So they say, well, we can sell this fight. This fight can sell, because right now boxing is under scrutiny. So you can't be putting some guy who is like top billing and give him some little billion man to fight. You can get a squeeze on the two idiot man that you got to fight the first time out. Yeah. And seriously, they were ridiculous. Brother, the Nigerian man that he fought the other day, yeah? Was it? No. Go on, Tony.
Yeah. Before I say what I was gonna say, big up my mastery. That's Shante Mullins, the psychotherapist that I mentioned earlier. Thank you for the contribution, love. I done plug you already, so I want some money for that. That's the $8.99 I'm getting. But yeah, Spence, I was gonna say that let's not forget that Richard Riakporhe has actually got wins over Chris Balaam Smith, and also McCarthy. Now, if you look at that, that's quite good going, Spence.
That's excellent going. It's not good going. It's excellent going.
You know, because one has went on to be the European champion. And I think Balaam Smith won the British, the Commonwealth, and the European. So, you know, and he holds stoppage victories over both of those guys.
Right. And this is no disrespect to him, man. You know, when they took advantage of a power vacuum. The fact that Dion had lost his license for a while, they could remain active. Dion worked with no big promoter at the time. They were with big promoters. Do you know what I mean? Everything happened. The timing was perfect for them to reach the ascendancy in the power vacuum, where rightfully this is the question: what has happened to Dion Jumah? Why is Dion Jumah a former two-time ABA champion? Why has he not reached the heights? And all I can say to that is that, you know, life has thrown a lot at my man, both in injuries and illnesses, and obviously we know that he lost his license due to eye concerns, but obviously that has now been rectified. He's got his license back. So while all this was happening to Dion Jumah, and his very character and his very psyche was being tested by all what he wanted, by not being able to achieve what he wanted to achieve, these men took advantage of it. They worked hard in the gym. But I know for a fact, Dion, if you said to me, you got a title fight coming up, the last man on your list, this is like, what you name that in Rocky 2? What's Thingamab's name? Apollo Creed's coach's name again. What's his name?
Tony, Duke. Huh? Tony Duke, my man, Duke.
Yeah, and he said, listen, you don't need this guy. You don't need no southpaw. You don't need this guy. And this is the scenario now. Nobody wants to fight. Not only a southpaw, but a southpaw that moves. You put it this way, right? This fight has come at such short notice. There is no way they have found anybody that can move like Dion. There is no way. You know, that in itself presents huge difficulties for them. Dion's met many men that move like Balaam Smith and Richard Riakporhe. They've not met anybody that moves like a Dion Jumah. And so that for us, that is a huge advantage in preparation, knowing that it's going to be so hard, you know what I mean, for them to replicate what they need to do to be successful against someone like Dion. I know what's good. It's just like what T used to say about Andy Yard. You know how to get him beat because you coach him. And this is the same with me and Dion. And I believe that Richard's firepower is reputable, but it's only reputable if you stand in front of him and let him touch you on during that right hand all the time.
I always say a puncher is a puncher against who he's fighting.
I'm doing that, you know?
Well, Gary, I am so looking forward to this. Thank you for your time. Thank you for jumping on. Yeah, I mean, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man. Thank you very much, Gary, man.
You go way back, man. So it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, man. You punched some sense into me years ago. But don't worry, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my revenge.
Thing happens for a reason.
It does, for real.
Come on.
To go on to greater things.
Yeah, 1 million %. You know what I mean? But Gary, big up, man. Thanks for jumping on, yeah? Respect. All right, check Dion if he's available. Wouldn't mind hearing from him right now. But if not, we can grab him for next week to Taylor on shift. All right, my brother. Take care. God bless.
Take care, Tunde. Look after yourself.
Big up, Gal. Big up. Keep doing what you're doing, my man.
That was Gary Logan, the trainer of Dion Jumah. I'm telling you guys, tune into Sky Sports, boxer. That fight is going to be serious. Look, Gary, you're winding me up here. You're not doing your job. There's some little idiot trolling and you're not blocking them.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Gary's them in his Yorkshire pudding. But I was going to block him, but I thought Gary would have blocked him.
No, block. I'm not in no long talk with you.
Let me block him. See you later, mate. You're gone. He's gone, don't worry. Gary's not even on the thing. Gary's gone he's sleeping right now.
Yeah, of course he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I blocked him.
Like I'm saying, I'm not in a long talk with no little idiot.
That was kind of interesting, insight there by Gary Logan, trainer of Dion. And it's going to be interesting because, again, Dion's one of those people that may have been overlooked. Certainly not known by the wider boxing public, but people in the trade know.
The insiders, we know who he is. He's a good fighter.
I mean, I remember early, like just before he had the eye problem, he came down and sparred with Anthony. And I remember that, and he was, it was good work. It was good work, but shortly after that, he had a problem with the eyes. So,
Anthony mash up him eye 20.
What's behave yourself, man? Behave yourself. But I remember at the time watching Dion spar, I always knew he was a good fighter. He was a good technical fighter, and he's had some good wins since then. He's still unbeaten. And you're right, Spencer. It is going to be quite an intriguing fight. I tried to message Richard Riakporhe, tried to get him on, but I know he's a very serious, strict.
No, he's most probably in bed. He's most probably in bed right now.
Trust me, Richard don't play with this thing.
Okay. Yes. Dion's up for it. Dion's going to jump on. So I'm going to,
273 people with us on a Sunday evening. Press that like button, subscribe. And let me just say, thank you, everyone. We're up to 11,000 subscribers.
Come on.
11,000. Keep it coming. Keep supporting. Keep growing our channel. Because without you, we would be nothing. The mayor of Brixton avoided maybe, but has never done anything to push himself up there. Bare talk over the years and will get sparked for it. Bruv, Mayor of Brixton, big up the Mayor of Brixton. Let me just say, the Mayor of Brixton, I see him Friday night, met him outside, great brother, very supportive.
Proper guy, man. Proper guy.
And, listen, big up the Mayor of Brixton, and obviously supporting the man them. And I'm being honest with you, I'm a sat man as well, so, bruv, I have to roll with Richard. So, big up RZ. He says, Tunde, your thoughts on Dan? Dan is another family of ours. You see the picture of me, Dan Aziz, and Anthony on Friday night. It's all a big family here, man. We're all, we all want the best for one another, and everybody is out for that prize. Everybody wants to be world champions. Not everybody can be a world champion. Your paths may cross at some point, but we just support one another. We're following really like how it is in the US. You see these fighters, they're all together, but when it comes down to it, if they have to fight, they have to fight. But Dan is a fantastic fighter, very, very strong. He knows, he calls me uncle, always respect. I know the auntie, we're all family. But Dan is a great fighter. And Dan's a problem. That is a problem, bro, because when he start throw down them Nigerian licks on you and he start coming with his little Marvin Hagler shorts, the velvet and the robe, you know, Dan ain't a joke. Dan is on things. So big up Dan Aziz. Beautiful guy as well, man. And Dan will bear me witness when a lot of fighters were doing an exodus on his trainer. I'm the one that said to him, stay with your trainer. You know, loyalty, there's a great reward for loyalty. And since then, he went on to win the Southern area, the English, and now the British. So again, loyalty pays. Big up Dan Aziz. Come on. Shop Mind Mastery again. Bruv, the money's increasing, Spence. The money is increasing. We better start shouting at Shante a bit more, fam.
Listen, every time she's doing them little psychology things with the youth, them she's getting big dough.
Yeah, big up Shante. Mind Mastery Services, and feel free to promote your thing on here, Shants. You know, we're always supporting. We come from the same ends. We grew up on the same ends. We're big people with children now, and it's great for me to see how life has rewarded us for just being good people, good-hearted people, and now it's great that we can give back some of the experiences that we shared growing up to the youngers, and not all of our experiences were good, and we can just really show them of the pitfalls of taking or making wrong turns when you're younger, and turning it all around. So big up Mind Mastery again, $17.99. Feel free to add another 0. Because me and Spence were in the
another 0, another 2 zeros.
Another 2 zeros. You know, we live for Snapchats. Wave says, Tunde, shout out your son Josh. He's a big baller. And
come on.
You know me, man. I'm very where my son's concerned. I only just really started bigging him up on social media because I like to stay humble with Josh. It's your son, innit? I don't wanna. It's funny. I think I put pressure on everyone else's children but my own, or child but my own. But Josh is doing his thing, you know, and he's always been that footballer that is a giver. He's a supplier, and he had 4 great assists. 4 great
assists. Hello, is that Mr. Juma? It's Spencer Fearon, my friend.
Yes, Spence, you good, bro? A long time.
Yeah, man, I'm good. Yeah, Gary just sent me a number. He was just on the show. So I've just sent you a link. We just want to talk about your fight and your fight with Richard Riakporhe, because it's a big boy fight. And like a couple of people on the show in the comments are saying, yeah, get Dion on, get him on. So this is for the people that, Kurt Campbell said, is Dion coming on, like little gas man. So like, therefore, yeah. So you can click the link, and our producer Gary will put you straight on the show if you want, my friend.
As in like what? As in a video call?
You can do a video. We could do it right now as a phone call, but I would like the people to see your face, my friend. Just put a baseball cap on if you ain't cut your hair. Don't worry.
Cream your face and have a coffee, mate.
Yeah, Tun, just say that again, Tun.
Cream your face and have a coffee, Dion, man. Big up bruv, just press the link. You can do it on your phone. Otherwise, just do a FaceTime. That's if you're.
I'll send him the link.
Okay, cool. It'd be good to.
All right. So we're waiting for you to jump in. Respect, my brother. Love.
Cool, bro.
Big up. That's how we work. Raheem, go. Uncle Tunde, I got mine and my son's tickets to Wembley. Hope Yard is chief support and not Big John Fury. Laugh out loud, bruv. It's there, you know. It's all, you know. Anthony said it. You know, I was with Big Frank today at the Arsenal game, and we all want to be on that card, but it's just got to be the right guy for Ant. You know, a lot of people are turning the fight down. We had another 4 fighters turn us down today. You know, Anthony's not a guy that he just go in the ring with, fam, because you're gonna get punched up. But yeah,
Anthony, come on, man. 84 boxing, black book settings, come on, man. Christopher Anthony, the black book is serious. It is serious, but I ain't really gone in because like me and Tony really want to talk about. We spoke about Lee Wood and Conlon, so that was a major thing. I mean, I want to speak about that. We've done that extensively, and I'm just waiting now for DEION JUMAH to just jump on the thing because I'm really interested in listening to what this young man's got to say about this fight because I'm telling you, this is a serious fight.
Spence, before DEION jumps on, has this fight been made? Buatsi versus Richards.
You know what? I might have to ring Craig. I've heard, but I think there's a little couple dottings of the I's and crosses of the T's to go on for the fight to happen. But I believe that fight is going to be next. I might have to ring Virgil Hunter and ask him, but I believe that's next. I spoke to one of Craig's advisors. They were saying that the fight is pretty close to being signed. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that fight.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to The Fight Is Right, the man looking like Keith Sweat. Man look like Keith Sweat, he's so smooth. The one, the only, Mr. DEION JUMAH. Bro, I told you, bro. You see that man lean up his head to the side. That's how them soul singers move, fam. Yeah, cool. What's going on, D?
All good, man. Like, got some good news last week.
Yes.
Was it 2 weeks ago? And just in preparation for that, obviously, was preparing for Lawal. Lawal pulled out. I think Richard's opponent, who's also a southpaw, pulled out. So the fight just made sense, you know. I've been wanting to fight Richard for about 3 years.
Wow.
So, and it makes for entertaining cruiserweight dust-up.
Have you ever moved around with him or sparred with him in the past? Or
with Richard? Yeah. On quite a few occasions, yeah.
Okay, so you
come on, spill the beans, man. Who got the better in the spar?
Sparring. I'd say
I don't care who got the better in the spar. Dude.
I'd say I got the better in the spar.
Press the button, Tom.
Obviously. No, listen. When you have these conversations with people, it always is totally different from each boxer. You have two boxers who sparred each other who saying totally opposite things.
I agree.
I'm not going to go too much into it, but I'm saying I got the better the spar. It doesn't matter because it's just sparring and we're fighting in 2 weeks. So we're going to see who the best is.
Definitely. Spence?
I'm looking forward to this fight. I'm going to tell you why I'm looking forward to this fight. As I just, for me to reiterate what I just said to your trainer, Gary Logan, and I think that's a really good combination of you two working together. I see the little nuances that you work on. And Gary Logan's very, very much old school. You know what I mean? He's of the Eddie Futch era simply because he worked with Mike McCullum, the former freeweight world champion, when Mike McCullum came over here to box in 1992. So when I'm looking at these kind of things, I'm saying to myself, like, yeah, it's good for boxing right now that we're getting young cats like yourself being around men who have come from lineage. You know what I mean? They've been around good trainers, so they pick up bits themselves. And I've noticed that you're very learned because I see the things that you post regularly. I've been speaking about your name, and I'm talking all like 4 years ago when I was at Sky saying like that, look out for this guy, look out for this young man, right? So now this is a massive opportunity for you because Richard Riakporhe has got this big mechanism of the boxer and he's like their star boy. You know what I mean? No doubt in your mindset now you're looking to interrupt his star quality to take that over. That's why I'm looking forward to this fight because one thing I do know for certain, this is going to be a fight. Not going to say it's going to be no scrappy fight. It's going to be a fight. I think it's going to be very, very technical. And I think it's a man that can hold his head the best on the fire that will come out victorious.
Yeah. I think Richard possesses qualities that will bring the best out of me on fight night. He's big. He's a power puncher. Once he's got you hurt, he keeps punching. I think anyone's got to be on their A game to beat Richard, but this is what we plan on doing on fight night. There are gaps in his game, quite a lot, but I feel like he's managed to get away with those things because he's so big, he's so powerful, and he's got that equalizer. But we're going to nullify all of that on fight night.
Interesting, as Tunde will say.
So I mean, tell us a bit about your mindset going into this, Rich, because I know, obviously you have sparred with him in the past, and I mean, just tell the Fighters Right listeners what type of boxer you are, because but just listening to you, I can tell you're very cerebral. You've sparred with Ant on a few occasions, 2 occasions. So I remember, and I was telling the people before you came on that I remember you being a good boxer, a very good boxer. So just tell us a bit about your style of fighting, and I know you had some injuries.
We can talk about styles of fighting, but I've been taught to fight in many different ways. If you watch me coming up, I don't think there might be a couple, but I don't think there's more than 3 fights where you see me where, Dion fights like that. I've always been building. I've always been working on weaknesses. I've always been working on what makes me uncomfortable. I'm a southpaw, and I feel like a lot of fighters, when they're fighting a southpaw, they feel like, oh, he's a southpaw, need to go away from his left hand, and it's just a typical thing. But that ain't it.
Trust me.
That ain't it. Do you know what I mean? I can go left, right, backwards, forwards. I've been learning this. I've been really trying to not have any weaknesses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Spence?
How much does this fight mean to you, Rick? You going up? Sorry, how much? Someone just sent me this to ask you this question. Said, right, to ask you, how much does this fight mean to you to go up against Richard Riakporhe?
Everything. Everything. I've been a while out. I had an eye injury. I had 4 operations. Then I had problems getting my license back, and then we had to get some. I had a solicitor on board because Stefano Genesis, who actually helped me to get my license back off the British Boxing Board. It took a whole year to get the license back. So injured for a year, then another year to get their license back. If there's something that's like a guarantee, it's that I want this.
Yes.
It was easier to stop boxing. It was easier to walk away, find something else to do. As many people say, it's the easier ways to make a pound note. This is where I want to be. This is where I belong. I was mandatory for the British title while this was all going on. So the plan was, I'm going to fight for that title because I've earned it. But as it seems, something better has come along in a fight with Richard Riakporhe and a big world ranking after this fight.
I remember you caused a bit of an upset, when you went to, I'm not too sure where it was. I saw it was up north, and you beat Sam Hyde. And Sam Hyde at that time, they had high hopes for him. And again, it's another example of you probably being overlooked. And you just spoiling the apple cart. I remember you stopped Wadi Camacho, stopped Ozzy Javea. A lot of people don't know Ozzy can punch. Ozzy's a puncher, but you've got good wins on your record against some tough guys.
Yeah.
And
Tunde, sorry, I'm just gonna stop you there. Like, a lot of people will say these are upsets.
Yes.
But to me, these ain't upsets. These are fights I should be winning.
Yes, sir.
And that's the mindset I went in with those fights.
Yes.
Like, I'm the favorite in my eyes. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
and I'm not like I don't know. Like, I don't make things up to make myself feel better or anything. But I see the fight for what it is.
Yes.
And I should be winning those fights. With Richard, I'm talking skill set. I know what he has. I know what makes him dangerous. I respect what he's done. He's fought some good fighters. I think he's fought quite a few undefeated, good coming out fighters.
Yeah, and beat him.
Yes. But I'm telling you, I should be beating Richard. That's the pressure I'm putting on myself.
Come on. Come on. I need Richard to come in the thing.
But why should you be beating Richard, Dion?
I'm a better boxer than him. I'm a better pugilist than him. This game, as you both know, there's more to this game than punching. There's more to this game than exchanges. Richard is very good in the exchanges. Everything else, I'm not the biggest fan.
Okay. Get Richard out of his bed.
But Richard ain't picking up the phone.
And you see what I'm trying to say? Richard don't respect your black book powers.
Yeah, Richard, yeah, he ain't respecting the black book powers, but it's all good. Listen, we've got Dion here today, and it's great listening to you and hearing from you. And as I've known anyway, you know, you're an articulate man. You know, you can articulate. You're a boxing man. A lot of people, if they are underestimating you, it will definitely be at their peril. And I'm sure Richard wouldn't be underestimating you, and it makes for a great fight. So I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Tunde.
Keep doing what you're doing. You got a great man in your corner, Gary Logan, another real boxing guy. And this is what's talking about the trainers. You know, I don't know too much about Fernandez, but I know Gary Logan is a proper boxing old school fighter.
Nobody knows anything about Fernandez.
No. But you know, these two guys have got to get in there, and the corners do mean a lot. They definitely do. But what means more to me is the relationship between the fighter and the trainer. And as long as you've got a great relationship, which I believe that the both of you have, you know, it's going to be a good night. I wish you nothing but the best, Dion, and thank you for coming on the show.
I appreciate it. Take care, guys.
Salute. I know, like, you're in training. I am so looking forward to this fight. You know what I mean? I'm not on no one's side. I'm on God's side. So whoever wins, I'm glad that you know that, right?
Boxing,
but you know what I mean?
Boxing wins.
Boxing does win. But you know what? I'm just praying for a fantastic. I'm not have to pray because I know it's going to be a fantastic fight, right? Peace, 2 fingers, man. Love, yeah.
Take care, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dion Jumah on The Fight Is Right. Big up, sir. Salute.